My book, The Blighted and the Broken, opens with what may very well be the worst crime ever committed against a single victim in history: the torture slaying of 16-year-old Sylvia Likens. Now, if you've seen The Girl Next Door or An American Crime, you may wonder, was it really as bad as that? Did they do all that to this young girl? It was as bad as that and worse. They actually, if anything, they kind of toned it down a little bit in the movies. Because this girl, Sylvia Likens, was torn to pieces psychologically and physically over a 3-month-long period. She was subjected to acts of degradation and physical abuse that are the worst you can imagine. For example, she was forced to eat a hot dog covered with condiments, and when she vomited as a result, she was forced to eat her vomit. She was said to be a dirty girl and subjected to scalding hot baths. Because she wet the bed, she was not allowed to use the toilet and forced to repeatedly befoul herself. She was starved of normal food, forced to drink urine and eat feces. Finally, in what has got to be the worst thing ever, this young girl, who was probably a virgin, was burned with the words, "I'm a prostitute and proud of it," on her stomach. After doing that, Gertrude Banaszewski, her chief tormentor, said, "What are you going to do now, Sylvia? You can't get married to anyone now. You can't undress in front of anyone. What are you going to do now, Sylvia?" And between sobs, the girl said, "I guess there's nothing I can do. It's on there." They took away all hope from the girl by making her, or telling her that they had made her into an unmarriageable outcast and freak. Finally, the girl died a few days later from her abuses. It's all in here, and it's all heartbreaking. And I hope you might consider buying The Bloodied and the Broken. Sylvia Likens was both bloodied and broken. In fact, before I leave, I want to mention another thing that is very telling. When they did the autopsy, they found that Sylvia Likens had bitten through her lower lip. That's how much agony this child was in before she died. She was in so much agony that when she bit her lower lip, she actually severed her lower lip. I hope you'll consider buying The Bloodied and the Broken and reading about the heartbreaking case of Sylvia Likens.